So as I is now at 50%. If you look at the output window, you can see the corresponding fixture number, the fixture socket number, and then the level at which they are. It's at 50%. So you got 6, 7, 8, all these fixtures are turned on and the levels are all at 50%. As I said earlier, I have set the master to 50% level. So even though you bring up all the individual faders to full, your master is 50%. So you can set what's your desired level that you require. Maybe you don't need that bright background. So if I can actually bring this up, you can see correspondingly that it's getting brighter and brighter and brighter at the studio. It's going to be very hot. So if you think that 50% is enough, then you can go ahead with 50%. Right? This is about 45 and then 38 and then it goes down. Okay? So you can see now that your whole back is evenly lit. Okay? Any questions so far that you want to ask me?
Which ones are the
cycloramas, floods, you have fluorescence, some fluorescence, and then but you can also write it as key light, and stuff like that, so that you can easily do whatever you want to do. Okay, you have to ask Jeffrey whether he has a short pole for the lighting, so that you can put a
short one.
Short one. I saw the one with very long one.
Long one cannot use?
Long one you'll be hitting the floor and then you'll be doing unless you can shorten it.
Might be.
I haven't looked at it, but usually they are extendable and you can shorten it. But this one looks like they just put an aluminium and a hook on top.
I'll check with him.
You can check with him, and then you don't have to also. You set the things all right. Move all the fixtures that you're not using it. Do a clean area. You got something set up. Actually, as I said earlier, those big halogen floods which you're not going to use anymore, put it to one side. Okay. In fact, the back row, if you want, the back row, you put all the fixtures that you're not using it. Tidy up the area and set the fluorescence, especially as a fill light for certain areas. In fact, you can have 2 studio portions, so that you can set up your cameras and take that scope of that whole area and you have 2 studio portions. Okay, sometimes because your sights are quite low, your cyclones are big and they're quite low. What I mean by that is that if I bring up your sights, so when you when you're taking shots, right, make sure that you don't touch the cycloramas. You don't see the base of the cycloramas. Doing a camera angle or what. That's standard. Okay, I've got a list of all the points, and this is a list of points. These are all your dimmable points. These are your fluorescent lighting points. Okay, just taken out from your dimmer. As I told you before, the top one is your dimmable lights and the bottom one is your fluorescent lights. Okay. Do you need to? So there are 48 lights here, 48 channels, and a very good thing about this lighting board is that you got your manual here. You need to go and search your manual. The manual is found by pressing the shift key and the 2 left and right arrow key. Okay, you want to get out, you just press enter again. Enter button is here. So again, shift key and then the 2 arrow buttons, and then you got 10 pages on how to program and all that. Okay, it's very intuitive. Anyway, I'll run through it, and it's done that way. Okay. I think we'll go for a break. You want to ask me any questions for this? For time being? Okay, I just run through the overview of the board. You can actually set program mode. You can set up almost 1,000 scenes. And I say a scene means that you can store every fixture at what level, turn on what fixture and store it as a scene. So you can actually call out a scene 1, okay, I want this fluorescent, that fluorescent, and this one at 50%. You can even write a name to it saying interview. So I want a scene on interview. I got all my lights already set up. Pop! I call that scene in, and then that scene will do all your setting already. You get what I mean? You got another scene, I just want a sight to be turned on. You got another scene, I just want certain things to be turned on. Certain different Studio 1 scene. So I'm just going to concentrate on the Studio 1 area. So I'll program all the lights that are needed for that Studio 1 area and then name it Studio 1. I can program another scene here for Studio 2 area. So I call out individual scenes for that particular set of studio area.